What's going on, Cowboy Nation? Man, I thought I'd just do this quick video before I go get my run in. So I was asked these questions on more than one occasion. Now I know I done touched on them in some type of way in my previous videos, but I'm gonna touch on them again in probably a different way. So I've also seen other people, right, talk about having pretty much having it a perfect situation around Dak. We're gonna get into the Dak thing first. No. First and foremost, if I pay a quarterback 60 million, I'm not about to have nothing perfect around him. I'm going to address what I need to be addressed. If I got to go ahead and have everything perfect, then you just shouldn't be an NFL quarterback. Don't no NFL quarterback got it perfect around them. The only thing you could say remotely close is probably the Baltimore Ravens, but even they got some issues, right? They got running back by committee. So dismiss me with the perfection, right? The only thing you could say that was probably maybe close to perfection was when Dan Quinn won his with the Seattle Seahawks, and having a perfect team is rare. So you got to make do with what you got. Just like what Patty Mahomes had to make do last year to win his bowl. You got to make do with what you got. And if I'm gonna give a quarterback 60 million, you you best to be tossing that thing around. Jared Goff don't even got things perfect around him. And you want to sit over there talking about perfection? Jared Goff had to make some plays. Whether they running the ball or not, Jared Goff had to make some plays to get to where he's at. And y'all know we talked about this last year. We had to babysit Dak. And if you don't babysit him, this is why. Look, we done with that. We done with that. We can allocate our resources elsewhere. I would be, look, if I'm Jerry and them, I really would be thinking about, okay, so for future quarterbacks, young quarterbacks, whether it be rookie quarterback, Trey Lance, or whatever, if they was to come in this situation, can they succeed? That's how I'm building it. We didn't gave Dak plenty of chances. He didn't have certain situations. He had a running game. Even his rookie year, remember, he had a running game. He had some people to throw it to, some comfort zones, and he still didn't get it done. He had CeeDee Lamb. He had good protection this year. He had weapons. Yeah, his defense was sorry, but he didn't do his part either. No, it's just no matter how much y'all try to keep Dak, he's just we can make any argument that you can make to say that this not Dak's fault or Dak can get it done, or whatever. We can counter it. And so if we can counter everything, we done pretty much been in almost every position that we could possibly been in with Dak Prescott, other than having an elite defense. But as you can see, you don't need an elite defense to go ahead and win. The Detroit Lions secondary is absolutely trash. But look where they at. Look where they at. The Kansas City Chiefs, they got a solid defense, but it ain't elite. Baltimore got elite defense. But elite defenses don't always win. You need, when it matters the most, I need my quarterback to perform. If these teams is going to get to the championship and win it, guess what? Your quarterback has to perform. And Dak has shown us time and time again that he can't perform in the biggest moments. So if my quarterback can't perform for one or two games, then why the hell am I paying him? I can go on and on. Y'all already know we done went on and on about this situation. It's just Dak ain't it. He's not. We didn't have this thing for 10 years. He's not it. Now, Let's talk about Michael Parsons. Look, I done seen a clip with Jesse Holly speaking about the selfishness. Now let me go ahead and expound upon that. He talked about the OG. He got OGs on his team. He don't want to listen. Tank, I keep telling y'all, Tank is that dude. Tank is him. He didn't want to listen to Tank. You got dogs. You got Al Harris. I'm pretty sure Al Harris reached the hand. He ain't listening. You got Dan Quinn, who's supposed to be a Super Bowl champion, has went to a Super Bowl as a head coach. You know he ain't listening. He punking him. He telling him what he want to do. What OGs? We are in a time where it's the young man's the young generation is coming in, and the young generation, a lot of the football players is coming in as weak minded. All the ones that you could say had the right mindset, like they all coming out. They all leaving. So pretty soon, what OGs is you talking about, right? If he can't go ahead and respect the coaching staff, if he can't go ahead and listen to them or listen to any other or listen to or Tank is showing him by example and he ain't following that, what blind mindset does he have? He don't want to play linebacker. So we can get over here and talk about him playing line. He don't want to play it. Anybody that talks about 20 sacks does not want to play linebacker. He is selfish. So let me ask you something. And I made this statement on Twitter the other day. If the Dallas Cowboys do not get rid of him, it's probably going to be more fatal of a mistake than thinking that Dak Prescott was your franchise quarterback. He is that much of a cancer to the locker room. And they say, if Micah can do it, I can do it. If you ain't talking about to Micah, what makes you think you're going to say something to me? Has it ever occurred to us that maybe the players just don't want to win? I'm just saying, because let me tell you something. If Micah did some of the stuff, let's just say, for instance, when I played, if Micah did some of the stuff that he doing now, he would have got Draymond Green. He would have got Draymond Green. It's soft. The culture is soft. The GMs get soft-minded players. I don't give a damn how much talent they get soft-minded players. The players soft. And look, they ain't ready-made. Look at his mindset. Come on, Micah's not it. I don't give a damn how much talent. We could talk about talent all day. We could talk about the potential all day. Sometimes potential is not met. And Micah, he ain't changing his mindset. He is who he is. So whoever Micah is at this point in time, is this something that you want to build your defense around? And if the answer is yes, continue to lose, Dallas. You will continue to lose. If the answer is yes, unless he just has a change of mind and just all of a sudden he just woke up one day and was touched by an angel and became the leader and became unselfish and actually took football serious, he just goes out there. I agree with Holly when he said he don't study. It's clear as day he don't study. He does what he want to do. When I showed y'all that drop, in the film session, like, bro, that drop wasn't good enough. That drop wasn't deep enough. And this is a linebacker that supposedly had played this in college. So no matter if you ain't been playing it now, you know how to play it. You know what's expected of you. He didn't want to do it. If it ain't getting to the quarterback, he don't want to do it. You say he could stop the run. Where? You say he getting double teamed. Look, of course you're going to try to take somebody like that out, though, but check this out, though. Ain't nobody scared of him. As you can see, what impact is he making? He ain't stopping the run. Well, see, you talking about, the numbers. Man, I don't give a damn about the numbers. Look at Myles Garrett. Look at Crosby. Look at Watt and all them. They go ahead and worry about the run. They're complete. And guess what? Guess what? See, you want to talk about these numbers. I don't give a damn about numbers. It's easy to get numbers in this soft-ass NFL. He ain't did nothing spectacular. If he goes against Arizona and the Giants and all them, of course he gonna get numbers. He ain't did nothing that's so spectacular. What impressive thing do you see with Micah? Like, damn, he a real good football player. Like, man, he can really do that. Because I was waiting to see that against the 49ers in the playoffs in this year. I was waiting to see that against the Buffalo Bills. I didn't see it. In big games, he don't show up. How good is he really? When you look at his stats, what teams did he get that on? What was the quality? What was the shape of them teams? Answer that question. CD showed up game in, game out. No matter what you want to say, he put them numbers up against the good teams, so y'all want to say. Now CD ain't exempt from some criticism because he can get it as well, but this ain't about CD. Micah, one thing I do see, I seen one creator said this. He is positionless. I can agree with that, but check this out though. The only teams that can use positionless players is teams that are already equipped to win and are already built, and he is just an addition to them teams. If we're trying to build a defense, we're trying to really build a team. So Micah Parsons is not a luxury. He's a hindrance to this team. He will always be a hindrance to this team. His attitude will always be a hindrance to this team. His play will always be a hindrance to this team. Anybody who sack hunts and all, of course that's gonna happen. Man, look, these schemes is sorry. The physicality is lacking. So of course Micah can go ahead and use and get out the bed and go get him 10 sacks in a year. That ain't the issue. But what about the other teams that's here? They talk about, you hear how the winning teams talk about sacrifice and doing this and doing that, playing winning football. When have you heard Micah talk about that? It's either I'm going to get 20 sacks or I'm going to get to the Super Bowl. How you going to get to the Super Bowl? Do you know how to get to the Super Bowl? No, you don't. Come on, man. He has been athletically better than everybody since he's probably been playing football. People been kissing his ass ever since he been in football. And that is becoming a problem for Cowboys Nation. He feel like he doesn't have to answer to nobody. So of course, man, his brother gonna go ahead and talk good about him. It's his brother. I wouldn't expect anything else other than to speak good about him. But the fact of the matter is, when you talk about, let me tell y'all something, and I'm gonna tell you something, Holly, where you wrong at this. You talking about him being a better, or anybody else that said this, him being a better linebacker than Roquan and Fred. I'm going to tell you why you're wrong. Because one, and Holly, you did say this, so I'm going to give you credit for this. But here, he don't got it. And this is an important piece to playing linebacker, not just physical. This is an important piece right here. 2, he's soft. 3, he can't get all blocks. That is a recipe for a sorry-ass linebacker, too. That was the knock on him in Penn State. A lot of what he did in Penn State was when he was free. Look, consistently, he's not going to take on blocks. You can see it in his Penn State film. He is not going to consistently take on blocks. That is not a linebacker. That's what if we want to do that, we can go ahead and keep Damone Clark in him at goddamn linebacker. They say, well, you just keep piling on Dak and Micah because them is the two that's supposed to be setting the tone for this team. And look at the tone they setting for this team. They soft. Remember when I said the other day, your head and then the body follows? Well, if these people are your head of the team, just think how your body gonna follow. They soft. Can't nobody get to them. They are soft. They are who they are. Micah is who he is. To me, as a football player, skill-wise, he's not good. The most athletically, if Micah put this to the physical, then we talking about a whole different football player that is great as people say that he is. But the fact of the matter is, next year he's not going to get it. The year after that, he's not going to get it. He's not going to get it, so maybe it's probably too late. I'm sorry, y'all. But Micah Parsons ain't as great as you think that he is. You look at that physical talent, yes. Oh, yes. I've never denied that, and I know you won't deny that. But as a football player, he is trash. He is trash. Look, I know a lot of y'all not going to agree with this, but keep letting the games go by. Keep letting the time go by. You're going to come back to this video and you're going to tell all of us and everybody that agree with me that we were right. But we're not going to judge you. We're going to come accept you into the community. Because you have to be, see, a lot of people, man, look, like I said, some people just gonna kiss his ass. And that's what he want. And that's what he used to. And that's what he gonna entertain. But like I told y'all in that other video, you go ahead and put a discipline. If he had Harbaugh, that's why they didn't. I'm pretty sure they might have wanted Harbaugh. But Harbaugh knew good and well, Micah, he would have ran Micah up out of here. Come on, he ain't bought in to winning over here. What part of that do people not understand? He is not bought into winning over here. It's not gonna work, y'all. This Micah Parsons experiment, you should get rid of it. I'm sorry. Will Jerry and them do it? History tells me most likely they won't. They won't. It ain't going to happen till it's been too late, till you start hearing reports is that Micah Parsons is this and that. You're going to hear it. You're going to hear it. I hear some dumbass talking about, oh, man, he took the team to go boxing. Bro, that's a publicity stunt, bro. And plus, he probably got some homies on his team. Come on, my G. Come on, that ain't nothing. That ain't real leadership, though, man. Oh, he brought the team over to come eat. Okay, and you did all that, and you still selfish. What, so you can get in their good graces so they won't call you out on your bullshit? I'm sorry, that ain't what I'm not about to do. I know your coaches ain't going to sit over there and call you out. They're going to kiss your ass, and they scared to go ahead and step on your toes, but God damn it, I'm going to step on every one of them toes, including that pinky. Just straight up, somebody got to say this. He's not a real football player, y'all. He's not a real football player skill-wise. Athletic ability, he's gifted, but skill-wise, he sucks. He has no skills. Like I said, in all the film that I showed you, what skill did you see of Micah? I can do a film session of all the good pass rushers right now, and we can go look at. I can look at the Texans. Will Anderson. I can show you some skill. What skill do you see with Micah Parsons? I'm waiting. You can't tell me nothing. You can't show me the film. Show me how good he is in the film. Show me him taking blocks on in the film and shedding them consistently. Show me him doing that at linebacker. Show me the film. I'm waiting. Please put that together and tag me in it. Please do. Please do. Please show me that he a smart football player. I'm waiting. Please show me that film. If you can't, man, all that talk is nothing to me because I showed you in the film. Now show me. Don't just talk to me. Show me. But all right, y'all. We gone.